Morning, Birmingham Airport live. How are we all doing? The Emirates A380 due in today again. With a lovely guest to this 747 over there. And our first departure of the day coming in. Which is an Airbus A320. Again, Birmingham Airport live, guys. Hope everyone's doing okay. Wasn't expecting the Silkway 747 in this early, so we should get to see that go out on today's stream. Emirates A380 due later on as well. A few 787s as well due. We'll reposition for our next arrival, which is coming in, which is on its final right now. Should be coming in about a minute's time. We'll reposition for any landings and takeoffs. That'll be right in front of us, guys. So next arrival is a Vueling A320 from Barcelona. It's about a minute and a half out, so we'll reposition shortly when that comes in. Hope everyone's doing okay. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Birmingham Airport live. I say we'll reposition when aircraft are taxiing and landing right in front of us. So we would just like to have a shot at this 747 in the background while there's nothing directly coming in. Let's have a look now for this A320 from Vueling. In from Barcelona. We will see that 747 go out today, guys, on this stream. But there was also a A380 due from Emirates as well later on the stream also. Morning, mate, how we doing? Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing okay. In for a treat today, getting a 747 and A380 on stream. For Birmingham Airport anyway. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate, cheers. Even better knowing we're going to get to see this 747 leave on today's stream. A380 due in. I think we've got a couple of 787 Dreamliners due in / going out at the same time as well. So stream's just started, so hopefully we get a fair bit going on. Just a bit before the lunchtime rush hour, so should pick up very, very shortly. We'll reposition, guys, as I say, for the aircraft landing and taking off directly in front of us. So yeah, as they land and take off, we will reposition to get those. They will be taxiing right in front of us as well. Swiss Aviator, how are we doing? You okay? So see, they land, they literally touch down. As they come in, they literally touch down just in front of us here onto that, just past that there. So we will get them taxiing right in front of us to head down to that spot when they take off. And they'll also be landing directly in front of us as well, and we'll get a great side-on view. Good stuff, man. But feel free to drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. This is Birmingham Airport live in the UK. We will get excited to see some more Dreamliners. Excited to see another A380 land. And this beautiful Silkway Airlines 747 go out today as well. Just looking at the arrivals and departures now. See what we've got coming up. Our next arrival is going to be an EasyJet A320, which I will reposition shortly when that comes in. Nadal, how are we doing? You okay? That's about 2 minutes out. Currently at 1,300 feet. Coming in from Prague. So the Emirates is due in about 20 past 12, guys. So this Birmingham Airport, UK, is due in about 20 past 12. So we'll see that A380 land on stream today. We'll reposition shortly for this A320 that's coming in. It's just about a minute away. Qatar Airways 787 due out today as well. And it looks like we've got a TUI Dreamliner as well on stand. So yeah, plenty going on today at BHX. Plenty of heavy jets, and mixed in with all the usual suspects, the A320s, the 737s. This A320 from EasyJet coming in from Prague. Tends to be a lot more landings in the early morning, well, the late morning / early afternoon. Around, how we doing? You okay? Not a bad landing there for the EasyJet, to be fair. Again, guys, should see this 747 depart on today's stream. We will get that A380 as well landing right in front of us, plus we have a couple of Dreamliners taking off today as well. They'll be taxiing right in front of us, and all the aircraft will be landing right in front of us as well today. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Hope everyone's all good on this Tuesday morning. Beautiful 747 freighter there from Silkway West, Azerbaijan. They're from Baku. Our next departure, just taxiing, is Turkish Airlines A321. We'll reposition shortly for once that comes a bit closer to us. That should taxi right down in front of us, guys. It's being followed by what looks like to be a Lufthansa A320 as well. So, double departure. Due in about 2 minutes' time once you get down here. I'll say, guys, the will reposition as soon as those aircraft get close. Yes, mate, going to Istanbul IST. Just watching this. It's A321 taxi. That'll be visible in about 30 seconds. And the A320 from Lufthansa shortly behind that. I think Iran's in Iran, mate, to be fair. Oh, Turkish Airlines A321. Abu, how are you doing? You okay? Followed by this little baby bus from Lufthansa. Oh, we've got an EasyJet going out as well, look at it. Well, that might be coming in actually. Yeah, the EasyJet's coming out as well. The A319, the baby bus from Lufthansa C. Got Turkish Airlines A321 ready to head out. Slightly bigger brother of the A319 that's going to follow it. Going to get a turn and burn. Looks like we are. No stopping for the A321. Probably about, I think it's like 2-3 months now. Yeah, so relatively new to the streaming, to be honest. Nice rotate there from the Turkish Airlines up over to Istanbul. Then we got the baby bus, A320, A319, sorry. There is a smaller Airbus, which is the A380, which I saw when I was over in Paris. I didn't even know they existed, but they did. With that Emirates A380, guys, due at 12:25, 12:22 to be exact, but give it a minute or two. So just over an hour away. And that's Silkway West 747 due out today as well, so that should be wicked to see. Definitely getting colder. Winter is definitely rolling in. Meant to be autumn, but it's freezing. 8319 rolling now. Seven minutes from the EasyJet from Belfast. No worries. It's that beautiful 747 in the background. Yes, I've never really been. I don't never really stream on Wednesdays. So it depends. Wednesdays are. I don't know if they're like a hit or miss in terms of how much we're getting. Looks to be a fair amount coming and going, but Tuesday seems to be a busier day, and Monday seems to be a busier day. That beautiful 747 freighter in the background. The Emirates A380 due just later on, in just over an hour's time. I pick the heat over the cold anytime, mate. Like, give me some AC and we're all good. The thing in the UK is because no one really has AC. And then people think, oh, it's never warm in the UK. But when it's hot here, it's uncomfortably hot. And plus, no one has AC, so it's like, unless you're going to work. So it's just a bit of a pain, really, when, especially if you're in like a tower block. It goes, it's very muggy, it's very warm. So we kind of pray for a bit of colder weather. But then again, when it's here, like typical human beings, the moment is here, so. Oh mate, it's crazy. That's why I love when I got to the States. Almost everywhere's got AC. It's a Birmingham airport, guys, has like you'll have a busy half an hour, say. Then you have a quiet 10 minutes, and a busy half an hour again. But I'm aiming to do film a few museum vlogs next week down at IWM in Duxford. As I've got some great exhibitions down there, so look out for those in the coming weeks. And then I'll also be going down to Heathrow while I'm down there, and going live from Heathrow while I'm down there as well. So I might try and go to Gatwick. I've got to do a bit of research on where's good to go at Gatwick at the moment, to be fair, because I've never been before to spot at Gatwick. So I flew from Gatwick before, but I've never spotted from Gatwick, so I need to see what the crack is. feel free to drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know where you're watching from as we wait for our next sets of aircraft to arrive / depart. Sean, how we doing, man? San Francisco, California. I've only been to California briefly, and that's because I was on a layover at LAX. But yeah, I would never forget seeing how big LA was flying into it when I was coming back from Brisbane. Crazy. How's San Diego, man? Oh, it's on my bucket list to go, to be fair, San Diego. Or is it really? So you hear things about all different sorts of places. And from Thailand as well. Welcome to Thailand. Haven't been to Thailand yet. Is on my list of places to go. Yes, San Diego is on my list. It's like if I manage to get over to the west coast of the States to do sort of like a little, aviation, mate. Mainly aviation. So the main premise is I do a lot of it's a new channel. It's a new channel, so we do a lot of aviation museum tours, flight reviews, vlogs from like air shows, and just my aviation-based travels. Over the next coming, I've just started doing live streaming to kind of, cater to an audience and try and get a bit more eyes on the channel. Plenty planned for next year, so we're doing a lot more flight reviews and sort of like aviation-based challenges. Just sort of planning those now, really. So yeah, a lot to come on the channel, depending on what kind of aviation you like. There's plenty of shorts on the channels if you just like watching aircraft land and take off. There's hundreds of those on the channel. So there's a fair bit on the channel, really, just depending on what you like about aviation, really. And then I've also got a travel channel that I've started as well, so that will kind of go hand in hand with this channel. But relatively new to the whole YouTube scene. So I started off a couple of years ago, to be honest, just doing like smaller videos. But as I say, I wasn't really taking it sort of, not seriously, but it was more of a hobby. And now I feel like, something I definitely enjoy doing. And if I can earn enough to keep doing it, it'll be, and then to keep the channel growing, that'll be great. So this is Birmingham Airport. My hometown is Birmingham in the UK. But I'm well travelled at this point. I'm very well travelled. But I still, hopefully over the next year or so, plan to visit at least a few more countries at least. Yeah, it's an airport in England. Yeah. Claudia, are we going? Yeah, BHX, we're at. Yeah, guys, so it is cold, mate, to be fair. It is cold. In England, it goes from one extreme to the other. When it's hot, it's just horribly muggy and sweaty. But then, so it can be uncomfortably hot. Oh, Germany. Oh, fair play, mate. Germany's one country I haven't actually been to yet. It's on my list to go for sure. There's a few places in Germany I want to check out. Yeah, there's a few, to be fair. Oh, mate, yeah, so I've heard. I do want to check out like some Christmas markets over in Germany as well. So, because that's a big thing. I don't know you get many of those in the States. We get in the UK and Europe, they're very big on Christmas markets, and the model pretty much comes from like, yeah, we call it the German market, because it's very much, I don't know how true this is, but they sort of set the model for the sort of Christmas model market, which a lot of the city centres, especially in the UK, Manchester, Birmingham, whatnot, they'll have like a Christmas German market, which just sounds like beer, like basically German themed. Just awaiting our next arrival and departure, guys. Seem to have hit a bit of a quiet 10 minutes. It will pick up shortly. Waiting at Emirates A380, guys, at 22 minutes past. Oh, speaking of the devil, here's our next arrival right now. 22 minutes past 12 in about an hour's time. Yes, a 747 freighter. So it's not, as I said, it's not many. I think you've got Korean Air and you've got Lufthansa based out of Germany that do commercial sort of like actual like commercial trips for, not commercial, sorry, what's the word? Like passenger trips on the 747. Mainly now they use cargo jets like this one you can see here, which is based out of Azerbaijan. Europe's good if you like it cold. But in the summer it's great, some great places. We'll reposition shortly, guys, to this next arrival. How's it going? Be an EasyJet A319 coming in from Belfast, as mentioned earlier. Cheers everyone for joining, by the way. Sean, cheers for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Cheers for the chat. EasyJet straight down, not a bad landing from EasyJet there. Normally around midday, 1 o'clock, we see an abundance of Ryanair going out. But I think my first proper daytime stream on a Sunday and on a Wednesday, so not sure what to expect on a Wednesday, to be honest. So I've mainly come down for that colossal Emirates A380 and seeing this beautiful 747 freighter in the background. It's currently being loaded up as we speak. Appreciate everyone tuning in, spending a bit of time watching the stream. Feel free to drop a comment down below, let me know where you're watching from, how you're doing. Plenty of content over on the channel, guys, as well. Aviation museum tours, air show vlogs, flight reviews. We've got a little cheeky jet going out. Fair bit of content over on the channel, a load of shorts, plus some previous lives. I've only started live streaming probably in the last 2 to 3 months, so straight up for the little jet there. But I will get on. I've been on. I managed to been lucky enough to fly on the British Airways A380. But I'm hoping to get an Emirates A380 because I hear the experience is just that much better. British Airways, I've been on a few times now, and they just don't seem to cut the mustard. Why some of the staff seem decent, the way the airline actually just handles things is just, I don't think it's great at the minute. And they always, like, the seats just aren't good quality. the amount of times I've got on a BA seat and it's just like it's broken, or it's like the TV ain't working, and it's just like little things, and they aren't the cheapest, you know. But yeah, so aiming to get down to London next week. Oh, so basically it was on my way back from Australia, so it was from Los Angeles LAX down to London Heathrow. It was about 12 hours in the end. Managed to get a extra legroom seat, sort of aisle seat row, so that was great. So I wasn't too cooped up the whole time. The de-ice is out again, which is mad. Must be getting really cold, and they must know so that we don't. To be fair, if you're lucky enough to be able to afford sort of like a first class product, especially on like Emirates, I'm assuming it would be nothing. But we done near enough 14 out on the way there. So when we're going out on the way there, we had a leg receipt on American Airlines 777 from London to LA. That was all right, you know, because we just had a few drinks, all right, sort of airport food, you know, and that was extra leg room, so it weren't too bad if you can cope with the boredom, if you don't mind watching your movies and whatnot. But then with the connection was then over to Sydney, so it was 3 flights. It was over to Sydney, and then it was 787-9, which was packed. I had the middle seat in economy, and it was just like, there was a lady next to me that just was fuming that her seat wasn't better. And then literally it was just horrible, and that was like nearly 14 hours. That was in economy, middle seat, cramped. It wasn't the best. And then we had a sort of like a little, I'm not sure, I think it might have been an A321 from Sydney then over to Brisbane, which was our final destination. And of all aircraft, that third one had free Wi-Fi, which was mental. And then coming back, it was a straight trot from Brisbane over to LA on an A330 with Qantas, which wasn't so bad. I imagine it was a 242 config, so I managed to get, it was quite empty, because it was literally, I flew back on like literally the 30th and the day before New Year's Eve. So I landed back in the UK on like the morning of New Year's Eve, so it wasn't too busy. It's from Azerbaijan. Yeah, Baku it's from. Yeah, they're quite regular. They probably get about 2 or 3 a week. Yeah, quite far, but that's where they come from. Yeah. I hope so. I hope so, to be fair, because I've been on so many Concords. But yeah, so that was a Qantas A330 then, which was half empty, coming back from then Brisbane to LA, so it wasn't too bad. You know, some decent movies, but just set up the iPad and got to stretch out a little. Well, I think like anything it's luxury, anything that's new, fast. Unless the average person that works a normal job, you know, it's something you save up for. Like even now, like A380 flights, if you go and look out, the average Joe isn't going to be able to afford first class on a normal airliner. So like, imagine supersonic travel. But we can hope. You always see things, don't you, online saying that, you know, they're gonna, oh yeah, there's this new concept, that new concept, and you know, it's just, you don't know if it's just hearsay or there's actually any truth to it. But man, in the UK, there's a lot of museums with a lot of static aircraft like the Concorde on show. So I think I managed to get on about 5 or 6 different Concordes, obviously on the ground, in museums. But they've been great to see. And you don't realise how kind of tight they were. but big they were. But then again, when you're in the main fuselage, it's actually quite cramped. Looks like our next departure's on its way down, guys. Bit of a quiet 10 minutes here at Birmingham Airport, to be fair. I'm here for this A380 in a little while. So we got an ATR 72600 just touching back on this taxiway, heading down. That distinctive external engines, propellers, just making all the noise for something so little. Yep, and here they are. Aer Lingus ATR 72600 on its way down a taxi. That'll be taxiing. We'll be seeing that very, very shortly. Once it gets past the big fuel tankers. The placement of the fuel tankers at a viewing point where I'm at is a bit awkward, because if they weren't there, you'd get like the perfect view of the whole runway, of the whole sort of airport. So you kind of have to wait for them to come past it. Looks like it will take the short exit, this ATR 72600. We'll be able to see that shortly. Do you wonder, because I've checked air departures and I can't really, it's not really showing what time that 747 is actually going out. There's your ATR 72600. Wednesday seems to be a quiet day here at the airport, to be honest. Well, you get like a mad flutter. ATR 72600. Back up over to Ireland. It's taking its time to rotate there. That'd be you. Normally, the 747 freighter is normally on the evening, to be honest. So I'm surprised as to why it's here. Yeah, cheers for tuning in, guys. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. This is Birmingham Airport, live in the UK. Been a bit of a quiet morning so far. Just waiting for this Emirates A380 coming in. And get a beautiful, hopefully beautiful view of this 747 freighter going out later on. Yeah, there seems to be a bit. Wednesday seems to be a bit of a quiet day here at Birmingham Airport. Can't tell. It looks like it does look like we've got a 787 Dreamliner over there from TUI just on stand. That's getting prepped to touch back. It could be. It looks too big to be a 737 at this point. But let me do some digging and see what it is. That's what I do. Like over this summer season, we've had a lot of 787s here. Looks like the cargo doors are closed over on the 747. So we could get that could be departing very, very shortly. Yeah, looks like the TUI is touching back. Next departure will be this TUI going up. It's not coming up on the radar yet. This looks like a Dreamliner as well, so it's not very. It looks to be massive compared to the 737. I could be wrong though. Yeah, looks like we've got a 787-8 coming out, guys. So bear with me. That'll be taxiing down shortly. That is just touching back. It's not actually showing up on flight radar, which is a bit mad. So we'll be repositioning shortly for that, guys. Always great seeing a 787 depart. It's touching back as we speak. So 2 to 3 minutes time, we'll see that 787 taxi in front of us, ready for its departure. (787-8) over to Cancun, Mexico. I think this is very delayed. So 2 minutes, guys, and we'll see this beautiful TUI Airlines 787-8 depart. The smallest of the three Dreamliners. It does the job nonetheless. It's taxiing out now. I think they're just removing tug. Well, I'll be given to go to Cancun right now. Yeah, guys, so 2 more minutes and we'll see this Dreamliner heading down the taxiway. We'll reposition shortly for that. I wonder what name it's called. There's always been I kept seeing the other week, I kept seeing a TUI Dreamliner called Ian. Nothing more British than seeing a plane called Ian from the UK. That's just powering up one of his engines now. It's ready to taxi down. Again, guys, got an Emirates A380 due later on. In about 45 minutes time. Right, so it's been pushed back because they're just releasing tug. Once the tug's been released, that'll head on its way down. Kind of get a glimpse of its nose on the way out. I'll be coming down shortly. The tug's just being removed before that makes its way over to us. about 45 minutes out from this Emirates A380 as well, guys. Not the busiest Wednesdays. Not the busiest at all. I thought they were great days to fly on the Tuesday and Wednesdays. In fact, there's no one here on a Wednesday. Maybe I've just come at the wrong time. But it's TUI 787-8. It's over to Cancun. It's going to be taxiing shortly, guys, and we'll be seeing that right in front of us. So, and then we should hopefully be seeing this beautiful 747 freighter takeoff as well. Maybe before the Emirates A380 lands. And here it comes. Your TUI 787-9 just on the taxi. First bit of action we've had in about 10 minutes. See what I'm saying about these fuel tankers just in the way? So I'll be heading down very, very shortly, guys, and taking off just in front of us. Just waiting for this 787-8, guys. That will hold as well, because our next departure is actually, our next arrival is actually due. Coming in very, very hot. Hopefully should pick up now. Yeah, Ryanair 737. Just grab that real quick. Two come at once, always away. Randomness, how you doing? You alright? This is Alfie, the 787-8. A unit of an aircraft. Beautiful shape. Beautiful aircraft from TUI. Off over to Cancun in Mexico. Just Birmingham Airport, BHX, UK. Spike Taco, how are we doing? You alright? Come down for the Emirates A380 landing today, guys. So about 40 minutes out from that. Beautiful 787 in the meantime to keep us busy. 747 over there, freighter in the distance as well to keep us busy. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Just building the channel now, as I say. Started it a couple of years ago, but only really started building it probably this year and last year. (787-8) from TUI off over to Cancun. Might get straight on a roll, straight heading out. I think it's delayed, this one. It'd be nice to have it for 2 weeks in Mexico, wouldn't it? Shouldn't take too long for the 787 to get up, to be fair. Oh, I was wrong. Must be very, very heavy today. Seems to be using that whole length of that runway today. Must be absolutely packed. Everyone leaving out for some last minute sun in Mexico. Our next arrival is due in very, very shortly as well, guys. It's just on its final now. About a minute and a half out. So we'll reposition shortly for that once it gets a little bit closer. Say it's an Aurigny Air Services ATR 72600 coming in from Guernsey. Yeah, the weather's a bit weird because 1 minute it's too hot. If you get a walk on, it's a bit too warm. But then again, it's just gone cold. It's not really. It's not autumn. Isn't autumning? You know what I mean? Like it's not even really been that rainy either. It's just cold. Definitely getting colder now though here. Just awaiting that Emirates A380, guys. The next aircraft in 787. That's just what's left. This is ATR 72600 coming in. Just on a short hop over from Guernsey. Deal of an ATR 72600. Cheers tuning in, guys. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Yeah, I've been to loads of air shows, mate. This year, the main air shows I went to was Riyadh 2025 and the Paris Air Show 2025. I've got vlogs on those on the channel as well if you want to check those out. Do love an air show, to be fair. It's one good thing we get in the UK. There's a fair amount of air shows. Yeah, cheers for tuning in, guys. Waiting this Emirates A380 landing in about 40 minutes. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh, you are from India? Fair play, man. Did you get any air shows in India? Never actually been to India yet, to be fair. don't know if I've been close to India. I don't even think I've been close to. I might have been close to India. What time is it where you are? Oh, 2023. Well, fair play. Did you manage to go to it? Oh, it's 4:17. Fair play. Oh, so you guys must be ahead of us then by a few hours. Oh, fair play, man. What was your favourite aircraft you seen? Yeah, I love the Rafale. I've got a nice little bit of Rafale merch from when I seen him at Riyadh. It was really, really good. Managed to see him at the Paris Air Show as well, obviously, and being French, but fantastic the Rafale are, to be honest. Yeah, guys, not far out from this 787-8 from Qatar Airways meant to be going this afternoon, but I'm not seeing it come in yet. I don't think it's on the tarmac, so I don't think it's on stand. I couldn't see it as I was on my little stroll past. I'm waiting for departure this Silkway 747 freighter. I've seen a fair few F-16s because there's a few based at Lakenheath for the United States Air Force, but I've never seen an F-22 yet. I know not long ago they had some F-22s landing at Lakenheath, but I've never seen an F-22 yet in person. Our next arrival is on its way in, guys. We'll reposition shortly for that. Looks to be another ATR 72600 down from Dublin. We'll reposition shortly for that coming in. Oh, you've been to America? Yeah, I've been to America a few times. Where did you go in the States, man? Small but mighty ATR 72600 coming in. Oh, California and Las Vegas. Fair play, man. I've been to Florida, New York. I've been to LA I had a layover in LA. I was in LA for about 6 hours. So ATR 72600 from Dublin, as it just crosses that path at that 747. Yeah, I went there last year. I went last year to Florida, to be fair. To Orlando, one of my favourite places. Well, it depends what you like. If you're into like a Universal sort of theme parks and all that, Orlando is the best place on earth. Depends if you like rides and all that sort of jazz. It ain't warm today, guys, I tell you that. Feel free to tune in. Birmingham Airport, mate. BHX. Yeah, to be fair, Florida's a mad place. I give you that. Florida is a mad place. Yeah, it's not bad, to be honest. It's not bad, to be fair. Just wish that plenty more space for a bit more capacity, to be honest. But I don't know why they. In the summer, obviously, it's very busy, but now we sort of come to the winter months. It's not as busy. It also depends on the time of the day, mate, as well. I've not heard of an expansion just yet, mate, to be fair. But to be fair, it could do it terminal-wise because I think they've got space, to be fair. But they used to have like an old second runway years ago that apparently got absorbed into like one of the taxiways here. But yeah, I think they've definitely got capacity, but depends if they want to add another terminal building. I love an expansion here at Birmingham, to be honest. Get some bigger, more frequent, bigger aircraft in. Cheers tuning in, guys. Feel free to drop a comment down below. You tell me, mate. I'm very bad with guessing. Oh yeah, Manchester could be a right mess. I thought that as well. I think Manchester's just lucky where they are. Yes, mate, Birmingham, BHX. So waiting on this Emirates A380. Any aircraft you're excited to see today? Yes, the Emirates A380, which is landing. I never get over how much of a spectacle it is watching the A380 land, and hopefully seeing this 747 go off as well. My favourite aircraft in a minute though is the A350, so sadly you probably won't get to see one of them. Yeah, to be fair, mate, I've spent a lot of time working in Manchester, and I felt, yeah, it's great for transport, but as you say, the airport does seem a bit of a mess whenever I've flown from there. I think it was Nadol, how we doing? Welcome back, man. I think we had a couple of America routes down here from Birmingham. I think it could challenge, to be fair, but the only thing Manchester's got going for it is it's got the 2 runways. So our next departure's taxiing down now, guys, on its way out. Looks like it might be this Vueling back to Barcelona. A320 not messing around. Vueling, he was here for ages yesterday. Seems like his turnaround hasn't been as... Yes, mate, we've got the A320 from Vueling heading back to Barcelona. It's just taxiing down now. So I'll see it in about a minute or two. Oh, crazy. I mean, Birmingham was crazy. I went away a couple of months ago in August. And it was just like, I went to drop the bags. Because you have to sort of come past the security exit at Birmingham. and then to go take your bags down. And we was like probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes dropping the bags. Came back upstairs, and the queue was, when we went down, the queue was virtually empty. Came back up, and it was like an hour and a bit queue just to get through security, and it was crazy. And we got there early, luckily enough, you know. Our next departure, guys, just heading down is Vueling A320, and our next arrival is also on its way in. Looks like this A320 might hold. We've got an EasyJet A320 from Alicante on the way in. Finally, a little bit of action. Happy birthday, man. Cheers for tuning in. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll get it on short for you and upload it to the channel. Cheers, man. See you later. Yeah, it's alright, to be fair, mate. The viewing park is. Your EasyJet A320 in from Alicante. Here's your Vueling A320 heading out back over to Barcelona. Oh, another cheeky EasyJet taking its departure. It is taking it short though. This is Birmingham Airport, mate. Not messing around, this this EasyJet is not messing around. Come out of nowhere. The Vueling just holding as well. This little EasyJet, just jump in the queue. Just tuning in, guys, again. Oh, Duxford's amazing. I'm aiming to go back next. I went a couple of years ago. I'm aiming to go back next week and plan a visit. I'm aiming to go back next week and plan a visit there. And just because there's just so much. There's just so much to see. Yeah, Cosford's decent, mate. To be fair, I went to the Cosford Air Show, not this year, the one before. But it was just trying to get out was a nightmare, as you can imagine. Our next arrival coming in, guys, A320 just holding. Not long now, guys, for 20 minutes for that Emirates A380. Emirates A380 landing about 22 to 25 minutes past 12. This little Lufthansa looks like an A320. Now you're Vueling A320 just lining up, ready to head back out over to Barcelona. If you're new, guys, feel free to tune in, drop a comment down below, let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to drop a subscribe on the channel, plenty of content over there. Aviation museum tours, flight reviews, air show vlogs. Hopefully get to see the 747 that's on stand go out today as well. We'll just check that progress on the A380 very, very soon. Chilly today, very chilly today. Vueling A320 heading up and rotating. Yeah, guys, plenty to come for the channel. Doing a lot of planning at the minute, planning to do a few vlogs next week down at Aurigny and Duxford. Hopefully I'll get down there. Then be going live while I'm down there, planning like a 2-day trip down to London, be going live from there as well. So feel free to, so plenty of stuff to come. A lot of flight reviews being planned in for next year. So also got a flight review coming up in a couple of weeks. So feel free to drop subscribe and stay tuned for those. Just checking the status of that A380, which I've come to see. Which is even earlier now. 10 minutes away on that A380, guys. 10 minutes away on that arrival for that Emirates A380. Just heading over Northampton now, guys. Just about to come and make its final descent. It's at 6,000 feet at the minute. So the Emirates A380 is 10 minutes away, guys. Feel free to stay tuned for that. Always a great sight to see. Yes, and that Qatar Airways 787-8, guys, is due in at 1:20. So we'll see. We'll wait around as well. So for that arrival, for that Qatar Airways 787-8 from Doha. So we might get a few treats today. We're going to see the 747 go, hopefully. We'll see the Emirates A380 landing. We'll also get a nice Qatar Airways 787-8 landing too. Just the King of the Skies on final. Amar, how we doing? You okay? So about 8 minutes away, guys. Yeah, so it is just, well, it's an international airport, mate. So we get 787s, we get A380s, we get 777s, and we get a lot of freighters in. We just don't get many of them. But yeah, it's a quite a big hub, to be honest. Got the fire crews waiting down the end as well. I'm not sure why. Next arrival is a Ryanair 737 in from Barcelona. Just sneaking in there before the Emirates A380 comes in. To be honest, yeah, Nadal, it just depends on what time of the day. Some days, sometimes are busy and others. Yeah, 3 minutes out on the Emirates A380. Stick around for the A380, guys. It'll be next in after this. We have got 2 fire engines though waiting down in the distance. Hopefully that's they're not to be used. Maybe they're just waiting to cross. We shall see. So we'll wait around for that Qatar Airways 787. Captain Splashdown from Ryanair. Yeah, looks like the fire trucks were just waiting to cross. Emirates A380 is on its final. Taxi man for 7, how we doing? Just in time for this A380. The big king of the skies for Emirates here. Landing very, very shortly. Again, guys, feel free to drop a like, drop a follow, drop a subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from down below. King isn't far, but can't see him in the distance just yet. Bit of a quiet morning so far, / day. You're at Birmingham Airport so far. Just waiting for the A380 to drop through the clouds here. Then it will reposition for that arrival, guys. There it is, just dropped below the clouds. Emirates A380 coming in hot. About a minute away, guys. We'll reposition shortly when it gets a little bit closer. with a load of people just in time for this Emirates A380 landing. We'll reposition shortly when it comes in. I can see it coming in now, but it's about a minute away, guys, so when it gets a little bit closer, I will reposition for that Emirates A380. It's a sight to be seen, to be fair. Let's see if you can see it in the distance now. This Emirates A380. There we go. Always a great sight to be seen. It's the absolute biggest unit you're ever going to see. Absolutely amazes me every single time. So it's Qatar Airways 787-8 guys coming later on today as well. Here's your Emirates A380 from Dubai. Not the quietest. Definitely came back just in time, mate. Nice and easy there for the A380. Absolutely beautiful scene. Absolutely colossal aircraft. Yeah, it was a smooth landing, to be fair. Feels like the bigger they get, the better the landing, to be honest. Welcome, guys. Those that joined just in time. The Emirates A380 from Dubai just landing. What a beautiful landing. Always amazes me every single time. Just left in awe. World's biggest passenger jet. Yes, I'm hoping to wait for this 747 to leave. So the cargo doors are closed on it, but I don't know if it's just parked up now. I can't see its departure time on flight radar, which is a bit weird. But then again, sometimes even in a week, when the Southwest 747 is it might be due at like 8, but it'll come in at like 5. Nadal, yeah, I could do some shout outs, mate, sure. Just checking flight radar now, randomness. Just checking flight radar now. Our next arrival will be an A321 from Fly Pegasus in from Istanbul, SAW airport. Have I seen a cobra? Not in the wild, mate, no. I've seen one in like a zoo and stuff. Oh, we're talking about the snake. I'm not sure what a cobra aircraft is, if there is an aircraft. Cheers for the comment, G. Not sure what that says. Yeah, our A321 from Pegasus is just on its final. Oh, the snake, yeah, yeah. I say I've seen it in like zoos and stuff, but I've never seen one in the wild. Thankfully. Not sure how I would cope up against a cobra. This Fly Pegasus A321 just on its final. We'll reposition shortly for that, guys. But Naya, how are we doing? I've been to Australia, United States of America, Czech Republic, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England, obviously, France, Spain. Where else have I been? I've been to a few places. I've got to remember now. Romania. Where else have I been? Where else have I been? Where else have I been? A few other places, to be fair. Can't remember off the top of my head. Iceland. I've been to Iceland. Yeah, I've been to a fair few, mate. I'll have to check my magnet board at home. That's how I remember now. Iceland was crazy. I actually absolutely loved Iceland when I went. Expensive, like, and cold, but fantastic place. So Fly Pegs A321 from Istanbul in Turkey. Cheers, man. I do like the A321 to be fair. Not a bad livery, the Pegasus. Yeah, guys, it's a quiet day here at Birmingham Airport. Wednesdays always find a hit and miss, to be honest. Advice to give to first time flyer. Takeoffs and landings can just be a bit unsettling. But what I always say, like, for me, it was a bit, the takeoff was the worst. Landing, it's just, it's all right. But then obviously it's a little bit bumpy. But I would say just, everyone has a different ritual. Me, take a couple of sweets and just focus on it. If you're on a long haul and you can watch the TV screen, just look at the TV screen, man. But yeah, it's always going to be a bit ropey on the first one because it's a new experience and your body doesn't know how to feel. But then once you've had a couple of flights, it's nothing. We've got an EasyJet on the way up. Where are you from, mate? XA, where are you from? Yes, none of that, please, mate. But a lot of people have, some people have a beer, some people have some sweets. I always say, the sweets I think kind of works as well, but I've been doing, like, I always have like a little beer and then like have some sweets, so yeah, I don't know which one of them works. I think I'll always, you're talking military aircraft, mate, a dogfight. Who would win nowadays? They say the F-22 would win, but I don't think, I've always got to back the Eurofighter Typhoon. Oh, really? I do want to get out of Thailand, to be fair, mate. Next arrival is due in, guys. Mate, none of that on the channel, please. Looks like we got a little jet coming in, guys. Yeah, so I'll probably do about another half an hour on today's stream, guys. Cheers everyone for tuning in. There's a little Cessna Citation coming in. A bit smaller than the A380. Let's just say that. It depends, mate. Probably do about another half an hour on the stream, mate, to be fair. May wait for that Qatar Airways 787. Depends on how busy the airport gets, mate, today. Or might just have a little break and then come back on stream. Because I'm waiting for the 747 to go, so I may have a little break. We have got an EasyJet heading out now, though. Little A320 back to Larnaca, wherever Larnaca. I'm not sure where Larnaca is, to be fair. I think it's like an iPhone 15 I've got. Yeah. Well, I want to use for streaming anyway. The zoomed in quality isn't the best, but just the normal quality it's not bad, to be fair, mate. It's decent. No, EasyJet A320. Taking along. Cheers, man. Oh, EasyJet A320. Liatani? Is that how you pronounce it? Welcome, mate. Yes, guys, may take a break shortly and then jump back on stream, probably in about 20 minutes. Like the EasyJet is going to hold. Not sure what for, because nothing in the distance. Random flights, how we doing, man? Cheers for the light, mate. Yes, guys, so I may take a break shortly for about 20 minutes and then jump back on. This first stream's been going for nearly 2 hours. So, mate, once this departure goes, may jump on a little break and then jump back on in about 20 minutes, guys. So, bear with me. Random flights, how we doing, man? You okay? Just waiting for clearance on the A320 or back over to Larnaca. Yeah. 747 just on standard cargo. So I'm hoping I get that going out today. Taking its time, the A320. An A380. No, an A380 is the biggest plane I've been on. A320 heading out. Straight up for the A320. Right guys, so cheers for tuning in. Oh, the A321. Oh, fair play. You got some planes to get on them, mate. Yeah. Gonna take a little break shortly, guys, and then we're jumping back on the live in about 20 minutes time. Hopefully catch this 747 freighter going out. Cheers everyone that's tuned in. Like, commented, feel free to drop a subscribe. Check out for the part 2 of this stream in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes time. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I say anyone that's new, if you could drop a subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Right guys, cheers for tuning in. As I say, gonna drop on a little break now, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes time. Feel free to drop a subscribe, and I'll catch you all soon.